Welcome back to SIP Study, Discovering Together. I'm your host, Catherine C., Research Compliant Coordinator at the Stress in Pregnancy Lab. In our last episode, we talked about how Superstorm Sandy and air pollution impact kids' mental health. Today, we are diving into another fascinating study. This time, looking at how exposure to extreme heat and hurricane during pregnancy might shape brain's development in children. Joining me is Donato De Angelis, a PhD student in our lab, who just published a paper on this very topic. Donato, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Catherine. Really excited to talk about this.
So, Donato, tell us a little about yourself. What got you interested in studying how climate events affect the brain?
Sure, I've always been fascinated by how early experiences, especially before birth, can have long-term effects on health. And with climate change bringing more extreme weather, it's a critical time to understand how these environmental stressors shape kids' development.
Your paper looked at Superstorm Sandy and extreme heat, two big climate stressors. What were you trying to find out?
We wanted to see if being exposed to both a hurricane and extreme heat during pregnancy could change brain structure in kids later, specifically within a part of the brain called the basal ganglia, which plays a role in emotions and movement.
Wait, so you're saying a mom exposed to a hurricane plus heat wave could affect her child's brain years later?
Exactly. We scanned kids' brains at around age 8 and found that Sandy alone was linked to larger volumes in some areas. But when moms also experienced extreme heat, that combo actually amplified the effects, shrinking one part of the basal ganglia while enlarging another.
That's wild. So heat isn't just uncomfortable, it might actually make hurricane exposure worse for brain development.
Right. Heat exposure seems to make the impact of Sandy more intense. While we don't fully understand the reason this is happening, we think it may be because both stressors disrupt development in different ways. Heat through physiological stress and Sandy through trauma. And together, they pack a bigger punch.
This feels super relevant as heat waves get more intense. What's the takeaway for family or policymakers?
Pregnant people should be considered a vulnerable group during extreme weather. Cities need better cooling infrastructure, and clinicians should monitor moms exposed to disasters. Long term, fighting climate change is a public health priority.
Donato, this is such an important work. Thanks for breaking it down for us. To our listener, check out the show notes for Donato's paper and visit sipstudy.org to learn more. Until next time, stay curious.